Hey, Blue.
Hey Piper, anything new in my favorite reporter's life?
Honestly, not a lot of people want to hang around with the nosy reporter.
Hey, I do.
You're the exception.
I have my reasons.
Ain't that the truth? So, what you got for me?
Oh, a lot of things. But the most important first. The Forge, this group of pyromaniac raiders. We got rid of them. The Commonwealth is a little safer now.
And that's all thanks to you.
Not only me. Everyone in Starlight really. We all participated in our own way.
You're right.
Actually, you are right. We have to help people out there. Most of them can't defend themselves, and it's our responsibility to make sure they can live their life the way they want to.
Doing the right thing rarely makes you popular.
I'm not looking at being popular. I just want to do what's right.
Not for praise, or reward, or glory.
I wouldn't mind a bit of reward though. Honestly, I think people would benefit if the Commonwealth was more organized and united. I don't want to force them, but if they want to, they can join us. The new Minutemen, sort of. Although I don't want to be called that way. Preston was the last Minuteman, and we won't play by the same rules. No politics. We'll only be here to defend people if we have enough soldiers or firepower to do so. There's still some really powerful enemies out there, and we're kind of weak at the moment. We can't be on every front at the same time.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. I still really appreciate the fact that you're not an idiot.
Thanks, Piper. I just don't want to risk my friend's life for battles we can't win. I won't take down the Institute right now, but dealing with a group of raiders, that we can do. Hopefully by helping others, they will help us back. Hey, maybe you can help us too.
What do you think I should do?
Publish an article saying that we can help them and we are looking for new people to join us. They will get good caps, a safe place to live, and a proper military training. We also got food, shops, and a really good doctor.
Can do.
It means a lot to me. How can I thank you, sweetheart?
Did it get hot in here?
Hey, maybe you want me to close the door so the sun doesn't hit you so hard.
Oh, Goosebumps. You sure know how to show a girl a good time.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh no, not again. I wanted to go a bit out of character to explain to you all this settlement. And also to thanks Gary, Loco4Pack, to have created this challenge. It's been really fun to... it's been really fun to do, and I never expected to have so much fun with the creating a story. So thanks, Gary, really. So now on to the tour. Sorry for the short conclusion of the story, but I had to work with Piper's quotes, and not so much of them can be used. So yeah, I decided that I wanted to keep the fence, and you've all seen. Basically, I've pillared and rug glitched a bunch of walls and junk fences. And I wanted my settlement to look like a city, so at some point I had the idea of expanding on the gate, but I didn't find the time to do it.
When I had the time, I didn't have the idea. Yeah, I played with the cars. I know they explode, but no one got hurt, so that's good. So yeah, the city looking, I wanted it to look like a town, so with places. Like this bar is the first thing you do, because I believe that when you traveled to Starlight, the first thing you do is have a drink or something to eat. So they have their own barbecue. And sorry about the junk decoration being messed up. I got attacked right before I started recording. So after that, you go to the bar and you have the marketplace. I didn't want to have the usual shops. So I figured there will be a bar, but there also will be a butcher and someone that sells vegetables. So the butcher, I didn't expand much on it. But yeah, I tried with the junk decoration to replicate a butchery I've walked in. And of course people went here and knocked down all the junk decoration. Junk decoration has been the longest and hardest part, because I wanted everything to look lived in. So yeah, this shop is basically a general shop. I've just rug glitched the shop in, like you see.
Up to see Grey Garden. You should go. Whole place is run by robots.
Yeah, I've been there. And the yellow truck kept moving not because of the crates, but because of the junk on it. So yeah, it kept moving. Thought that was funny. So yeah, for Preston's grave, by the way, for those who wonder, my Preston isn't dead. He's waiting for me to take down the castle. But I needed some drama in my story. So that's just a garden plot sunk into the ground. And I've placed a Minuteman flag to honor Preston. Yeah, this Brahmin never made her mind. She's always wondering. I was hoping to have her here, but she usually doesn't. And there is some milk bottles, so we can milk her and have some milk for breakfast or cooking. And that's the general vendor shack. So he sleeps on the couch. I've glitched a sleeping bag in it. You just have to use a pillar for this kind of sleeping bags. I got the idea from the Insane Checlador. And for those who don't know him, really check his channel. He doesn't have much videos, but he has some crazy ideas. And Nacho, if you watch it, he has a way to make bulb light flickers like there is a problem with the wiring. And that's actually really good. So the armor shop. I wanted the shack to look like you're protected in it. So I went with full metal for the entrance. And as you see, my junk decoration is all over the place. And sorry, I'll have to mute them so I can actually talk without being interrupted. So he got a place to rest. And I didn't want the shack to look too square, so I had to come up with a plan for the roof And it allowed me to have this to expand, so I could have the armor workbench. Yes, so I could have the armor workbench protected. For the drug dealer, I had so much ideas, but nothing I could come up with.
Let's get a look at you.
And this place is full of plants. So yeah, I made a candy thing, and that's actually the switch for the light inside. So the drug dealer actually lives behind the workbench. She has her chem machine and lots of supplies to make chems. That's just small floors, so the mattress is not exactly on the floor. I wanted it to look like a raider, but I completely forgot to change her outfit. And this is Vanessa's shop, so I wanted a cute settler, and that's the best preset I could find. And I wanted her to wear a dirty pink dress, but for some reason I couldn't find any dirty dress in the game, even in merchants and everything. So yeah, the junk decoration is mainly crops, and she sells some of Desert's lemonade. I wanted it to look like it's her own lemonade, but nothing I could do. And fresh water. So I came up with the story that she's the daughter of this guy and my level 3 general vendor. They're all level 3 vendors. So she's the level 3 bar, he's the level 3 armor shop, and she's the level 3 general shop. So for her, yeah, I wanted a tech shop. So
Simple as that.
everything is tech related. And there's a reason she's here, so she can take care of the water pump. At first I wanted to use only water pump and not water purifiers, but I have 27 settlers and that's a lot of water pump to add, so here it is. So my gun shop, I've read in the comments that some of you like it. It's a lot of junk decoration, but it's nothing much in terms of building. And he got his workbench here, so he can work. After that, we got the melee weapon shop. So this guy, I had no inspiration.
Hurts. My feet hurt. Everything hurts.
I had absolutely no inspiration except for having a whole bunch of different mods on the weapons. And yeah, by the way, I talk, you can see that my voice acting required a lot of editing. And for the clothes vendor, so I came up with this idea, and it was, I think it was the same day or the day after, Dai on a Wim 7737 made kind of the same shop using the same display case here. So yeah, I hope you like it. And I try to make practical outfits here. I came up with this hat, I don't know where I found it, but I like it, really. It's called Wrapped Cap, and I have no idea where I found it. This one is at Jamaica Plain. I really like it. And they have a changing room. That's what it's supposed to do, and it's supposed to hang your clothes here. So there's nothing much in terms of wiring. And yes, she lives upstairs. But my frame rate started to drop down, so I didn't want to junk decorate too much, so I don't have my game crashing. So for the farm, I have basically just plant a bunch of different crops, carrots, pretty much everything. I wanted to expand, but oh, it was enough, so I decided not to expand on it. We'll go there after we continue how to counterclockwise. So this guard post actually has no guard. It's a decoy. Simply because I wanted a guard here, but they couldn't find their way. So yeah, I had to use a decoy. But I found that funny. This is just a place where farmers store the crop they harvest and their tools. So yeah, this wall, I tried to use as much things as I could, so it doesn't look too repetitive. Sturgis and Vanessa, yeah, they are kinky. Vanessa added a bunch of decoration here, like this. Loves ya, and that's actually addressed to Cat. She knows it. And Sturgis working place. So you couldn't notice, but on every monthly update, on the first update he has bobby pins to try to open it, then he has a blowtorch, and so I added a super sledge just because he's not been able to open it. It's the kind of things I don't talk about, but I had some of them. So that's my place. The only thing I changed since the beginning was the junk decoration. And the bed. I know of sheets. This is just a turret for increasing my defense. And this shack, I built it, I really liked it, but for some reason I completely forgot about it every time I did a tour. Every single time. So that's another guard shack. That's an idea of Sardeliac actually. That's I've used it also in my Warwick homestead, and I was so glad because he subscribed to me because of this settlement. And yes, Sardeliac, you really are a good builder. I really love what you do. And that's just a storage area because I had no idea what to do. So that is the robot workbench with Piper actually working on it. That's funny because she doesn't have any robot. And the iBot pod, never used it. I don't even think I can. No. And that's why my power is in red. By the way, let's look at my stats. I have 27 people, 26 food. But I have a supply line with how it's called, Grey Garden. 55 water, 35 defense, it's in green, and 27 beds. So yeah, the requirements are all here. All the shops are here too. So level 4 bar, level 4 armor shop, level 4 general, level 4 guns, and level 4 clothes. As well as the drug dealer is a level 3 everything, and the drug dealer is a level 3 doctor. So that's the scavenger workshop. Can
I'd
you
like
please
to trade
move?
some items.
Of course.
Well, I try to make this place look like a garage, of what I know of a garage. And for some reason they have a Descloan. But I use this power armor firm workbench to fix Codsworth. And by the way, if you want a dead Codsworth in your settlement, the automatrons you craft, you can actually ask them to self-destruct, initiate self-destruct. And so I made a Mr. Andy and initiated self-destruct. So for those cars, they moved a bit, but basically what I use is a minigun to move them. It doesn't work on every cars, but yeah, I think it looked cool. And this is my scholar place, let's say it that way. So with the armory, but the school on top, the doctor. So I'm a bit annoyed because this bag is supposed to have doctor's gear on it, stim packs and such. But and also the doctor banner, but it doesn't. And my junk decoration fell all over the place. I'm really sorry for that. And this is where he lives. Got his own room and with a nice carpet. So another guard shack, a guard post. So yeah, we have the armory underneath the school for propaganda, basically. So this is a reminder of the Minutemen, especially Preston. The weapons we used against the Forge. And by the way, if you haven't seen any gameplay footage, it's mainly because I can't have an army with me. I can only have one companion. And I always find weird that you're one-man army or one-woman army. So I had to come up with a story that I have some people to fight with me. And that's why you couldn't see any footage, because they were actually not here. So this is the weapon I used and my power armor. So it's lit by that. And an American flag, because my character is from before the war, so, and he was patriotic. Yeah, I know, a French sounding American patriot. That's weird. And places to craft. So for the school, I try to inspire myself from the other two schools you have at Vault 88 and Diamond City. And I put this terminal so they can play holotapes. And I move the terminal here so the wire doesn't touch anything. And this blackboard is actually a painting but backward. And this is their chemistry room. They work on chemistry here. And a balcony. So if you wonder how you place a balcony like this with a door and everything, it's all build order. If someone has a question about that, I can do a video. I can do a video on pretty much everything you want me to explain to you. Not that there is much interesting stuff here. This is a bit square for me, but week it was week 11. I started to get really tired, and I bought God of War and couldn't play it yet. So yeah, I felt a bit rushed. This one, I didn't want anything square on it. The top floor is not even on the same frame as the bottom floor, the ground floor. And this is my community workshop. This made me laugh. I wanted to make a day without accident 0, but I figured that settlers, I didn't have the school back then. Settlers, not all of them can write, and so they will make silly mistakes. And the please is because we were tired of having people hurting themselves. So I tried to make a junk pile here. That's all it is. A power armor frame, I have no idea what for. A weapons workbench. Some blueprints. Blueprints you mainly got with Automatron. And the guard shack. So I have a cage here. That's also part of the reason why my power is in red, because I didn't place it. I had bigger plans for this cage. It's a dog cage, I think. Mutant Hound. But I couldn't have the beta wave emitter. So yeah, they got a place to rest and sleep, but not too far away from the gate, so if there's an attack, that will wake them up. A nice kitchen. I reglished that so the pipes are outside, and it's an open area. And this is just a place, well, I only have a shish kebab on me, a place to shoot, that you can take cover and... But I figure it will look more bulky that way. So this guy is my main guard. I like him, and all my guards have the same outfit. This is just a place to take a nap for the guards, and it also allows me to have 2 more beds. So I found that cool. And yeah, I basically, what I did is using the ramps in scaffolding to push this car here. So let's go downstairs now, and just another turret. Here you have McCready's shooting range, and my car just fell. Okay. So yeah, all it does is when you shoot here, it triggers this green light, and when you shoot here, it actually turn on the junk launcher. And sorry, it's night time. So that's pretty much it. And if you have questions, tell it in the comments. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching my updates. It meant a lot to me. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I actually did enjoy watching yours for those who participate, and reading your comments, and enjoy do this. And yeah, just for the story, I like dark stories. So people die. And at some point I may do a season 2 of that. I have an idea. Not by the same rules, but the evolution of a settlement through a story. So take care everyone. Bye.